5. Go for it, Ryan.
All right. Good morning, everybody. What's good, Denver? It is Tuesday, October 10th at 10:02 a.m., and this is a weekly celebration of culture and discovery and fun stuff to do in Denver for kids, couples, singles, and old timers. I'm Ryan Estes today with Tom Chicken Daddy Donahue, and we've got the PS2 of podcasting, Troy Higgins. I had to throw that in there. We'll get to that later. But today we have special guests. We have Tony and Noah from Daddy's Chicken Shack. And Daddy's Chicken Shack is a new chicken concept that first opened up in Littleton that Tom and I went and sampled on Friday. And we're so excited to have you guys here on the show to talk about your delicious chicken. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having us.
Cool, you bet. So I'll set the stage a little bit. So what happened, Tom and I went down to Daddy's Chicken Shack and we ordered dang near the entire menu. And we're going to play the recording of that. We kind of streamed a podcast while we're eating. I don't know if that's a good podcast or not, but we did. And as a result, there was a little bit of pressure to get through the menu kind of quickly while we're recording. So we absolutely stuffed ourselves, but it is exceptional. I'm going to do a first take and then I've got some questions. So, first take, you walk into Daddy's Chicken Shack and they got 8 signature chicken sandwiches. They got breakfast chicken sandwiches. They got a green chili chicken sandwich that was absolutely superb. And then we did the heat challenge. So it goes all the way up to extra hot, which is what Tom and I were really interested in. And it packs a kick. I mean, so that's the stage. And that's where we are now. So, Tony and Noah, give us a little introductions to Daddy's Chicken Shack and how you're making your entrance into Denver.
Yeah, well, appreciate you guys having us. My name's Noah Pillsbury. Recently signed on with Daddy's Chicken Shack as their regional developer for the Denver metro market. We're obviously excited about the product or we wouldn't be here. I was able to do a similar type of a excursion with my family after church a few weeks ago and took them all in there, and we took it to town and we had ourselves a feast, and they validated the product, validated the taste of the chicken. The kids all gave it their thumbs up, and so that was my I guess catalyst into the negotiation of in partnership with Dave Liniger and Daddy's Chicken Shack.
Great.
Nice.
Awesome.
And how did the concept kick off? Where did you guys start?
Yeah, so Daddy's Chicken Shack has its roots in Pasadena, California. And so Daddy's was a celebrity chef founded concept that got introduced to, as mentioned, Dave Liniger. And Dave is actually the co-founder of Remax. And so he has a private equity company here. Love the concept, love the founders, and ended up creating kind of a franchise concept out of it because he is kind of the franchise GOAT. He really is. I mean, Remax is a top 10 franchise in the world. And so
Dave is a Denver entrepreneurial legend.
Yes, and he's an Air Force veteran too. So
nice.
It's what we love to also say about the Daddy's brand. I'm an Army vet. I'm the president, and we love to say also the brand is veteran owned and operated because it is. And we ended up kicking a flagship off in Houston, and from there have just kind of skyrocketed. We're in Scottsdale. We've got a couple in Denver. We're going to be bringing a lot more here. We've got some in Florida. We've opened 2 more in Texas. And so, we're just popping up everywhere. And boy, I mean, people love the food. People love the alternative to kind of what's in the marketplace and the quality. So,
And
Yeah.
I know you'd mentioned that it originated in Pasadena. So it sounds like it started there, you ventured out, and then now you're coming back to the Los Angeles area.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we just late last night inked a deal with some experienced restaurateurs out there, and they've committed to setting up an initial 10 locations in the LA area, and likely we'll expand beyond that.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Super cool. So,
And you go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, we went down to the location in Littleton, and Chris and Jess down there were great. They took really good care of us. We know that you guys are expanding much further into the Denver market. And one thing that we were really interested in trying and super psyched about was the like local flavor sandwich that you guys included there. Is that something that you want to do at other locations? And just to give everyone a little bit of background, that was a Santiago's green chili sandwich that they had curated specifically for the Littleton menu for the Denver area. So talk a little bit about that, and how big are you guys really going on this expansion into the Denver area?
Yeah, I'll mention the food, and you can mention the expansion plans. So the sandwich that you guys had, it's called the 303 Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And so we actually have it there in Littleton, and we've got it down in our Colorado Springs location as well. And yeah, it's a hit. And it's also cool because you can get that Santiago's green chili on like the loaded fries, on the breakfast burrito.
Yeah,
And that just makes the breakfast burrito in my mind just out of this world amazing.
for sure.
But yeah, I mean, we wanted to do something kind of special for the Denver marketplace because Santiago's green chili, well known, everybody loves it, and I think it just meshes really, really well with a lot of our flavor profiles. So
It does. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very good.
Definitely
It's
my favorite. I
extraordinary.
think 303 Daddy's definitely
Yeah.
my favorite. Personally, the expansion efforts have already begun pretty aggressively. We have 4 active LOIs in place for sites in the Denver and Denver metro area, with several more likely to happen. Looking for both multi-unit and single-unit franchisees to partner with, along with opening up my own stores along the way. So we expect to see at least 2 stores in the Denver market open up in addition to the Littleton store sometime in the next 8 to 12 months. So the overall plan and strategy is to put ourselves inside the communities throughout the metro with a total of 33 stores in the next 7 years.
Wow.
That's incredible. So I guess a question here, both Tom and I were really taken aback by the quality. It's really good. It's really good. It's not easy getting a nice crisp on fried chicken and then getting it nice, tender and juicy on the inside. So as you're scaling this rapidly, like how are you going to maintain the quality that you got right now as you're opening all these franchises all at the same time?
Yeah, 100%. It's multifaceted for sure. We take a lot of care in the quality of the chicken that we bring into the restaurant. We have our own proprietary spices, recipes, kind of processes in terms of how everything is prepared and cooked. Jess and Chris, especially who you mentioned, I mean, are integral to that. They have helped design kind of the training program around all of the food prep. And so, that's a big key is because we've been able to duplicate that training so that in every single location, we want people to have that exact same experience in every single daddies that they go to, whether it's in Orlando, LA, or Colorado here. And so, that's a huge part of it. And on top of that, even some of the kitchen equipment that we use, so we pressure cook that chicken, which is kind of a unique process. It's really cool. It's fascinating. It's not like throwing chicken in your regular old fryer. I mean, it's a computerized system. It's got like this big honking ship door that you got to like lock down, and that's kind of part of the opportunity in our food as well, is because with that system, I mean, it just cooks the chicken perfectly. And every restaurant has that. Every restaurant has the same equipment. And everybody kind of goes through that same training process. And we hold folks to kind of a high standard. I mean, we trademarked the term "food like the photos," and so that's kind of the expectation that we kind of set in the restaurant from day one with folks. And it's something that I personally talk with the team. We want to have the best product out there. We want to have the best food, and we want to be able to provide that experience time in and time out to our guests that come through every single restaurant, no matter where it's located.
Yeah, and I'll add, the reality is we've got the absolute best owner support in Dave Liniger, with combined with the best product, we believe. It's attracting the right people. We don't get to grow this that rapidly without wonderful local people that are tapped into this community that have the ability to both lead and grow the brand, and live up to the brand standards. So we're in a really unique position early, to leverage a lot of things. But I think the nice thing about this is that we're starting to see very interested and capable candidates come through that will help us assist in getting this thing to over the finish line.
I'm thinking of a position for you guys. Maybe it's a volunteer position. We'll call it the chicken stepdaddy. And their job is to go to all the franchises and test the menu, make sure everything's up to par. I will volunteer for that position if you need it.
Oh yeah.
I think we're actually looking for that volunteer role. We've got that job position posted actually.
It comes with a
wow.
chicken
So,
suit.
yeah. You may have to
Chicken
wear
suit,
you may
yeah.
have to wear the mascot suit, occasionally, but
That'd be amazing. Just be
That's
very
awesome.
serious in that chicken suit and be like, I need to test
100%.
the menu right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've joked that, it would be fun to do like a marketing campaign where like daddy has to like go through airport security and like get on the airplane.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's trying to navigate DIA.
Yeah.
Be hilarious.
It does seem like fun is really baked into the whole concept too. I mean, I really like the idea, like having all the different concepts is so cool. And the fact that you do kind of like a sliders, and you can do a flight of sliders, and you've got the biscuit sandwiches, bacon, cheddar cheese, eggs. It's delicious. The one thing we didn't have was the breakfast burrito. That thing looks unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
got fries, bacon, chicken, green chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and try that one.
Yeah, totally. That I'm definitely going back for that one, and then a nap afterwards. Might have to
Yeah.
have two.
Yeah,
There is-
and it's what has kind of come to light for us that I guess we just have kind of just taken it as a grain of salt is that so all the sandwiches they're between brioche. We
Yeah.
make all of our pickles in house. I mean, the pickles are awesome. If you guys had that on any of your sandwiches,
We actually
sauces are house
we did
sauces
try
are
that.
house made. Like
The
The
sauces.
sauces, we forgot to mention
Yeah.
that. So many sauces, and we tried them each with the fried pickles, as well. And man, the sauces were really something else too.
yeah,
How many of those did we try, Ryan? Maybe like 6 of the sauces.
At least.
The
At
pickles
least.
are such a crucial part of the sandwich too. Like if the pickles are not that perfect, crunchy, flavorful, just adding that crunch to the sandwich, it can really throw the whole thing off. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are making.
yeah, and they're thick cut. They're not like that thin, crinkle cut pickle that they pull out of the jar everywhere. So like, yeah.
They're great. The sauces are incredible and so fun that there's so many, you
Yeah.
know. Now, both of you guys are in Denver now. Are you guys from Denver?
Yes.
From Maine originally. Lived in Denver since 2000, so not quite a native yet.
No, you got some time to go, you know. Let it cook. Tony, where'd you grow up?
Yeah, I grew up in Littleton, so I
Nice.
mean, this is kind of my stomping ground. So graduated from Littleton High School, and yeah,
Amazing.
so so it's really kind of cool to have this just down the street, and we support the high schools and elementary schools and everything kind of around, and so yeah, it's really awesome to experience.
Yeah, that's the Littleton Lions, right?
Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah. My kids are in high school. They both play football, so
oh,
it's
very
like
cool.
I'm up to date on max preps of where everyone's standing is,
Yeah.
as far as high school football.
Yeah.
Tony, what are some of your favorite? No, I'd love to hear some of your favorite restaurants in Denver. If you were to make a recommendation, someone's coming to lunch, they're definitely hitting Daddy's. Where are they going for dinner?
Yeah, I think right down the street, or at least, a couple streets over, I think Angelo's is a great spot.
Yeah.
Good Italian spot, family owned, and yeah, they've got the Carboy winery like right next door to them. And yeah, my wife and I love to brunch that up occasionally on weekends, and so yeah, I think that's probably a big one for us.
So yeah, Ryan, my kids are all in sports, so you can imagine we're out and about in the Denver metro, seeing all sides of the city. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
we've got lots of places that we stop in and try out from time to time. But I think
Yeah.
one of our staples is the sushi train off of Hamden.
Ooh, I don't think I've
It's
had
an
that.
older
Sushi
spot.
train.
It's they've got the little train that rolls through. The kids love it. So we've been going there for years. That's one of our go-to moves. And if all goes well, we'll have a Daddy's close by so I can sneak over and grab some of the sushi over there from time to time.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that I mean, there's so many great places. If the wife and I do get out, we try and go down to Union Station area,
Yeah.
and Stoic and Genuine is our favorite seafood restaurant right there at the
Mm.
station. So that place I highly recommend if that's the kind of food you like.
Yeah, man.
Nice, definitely.
Amazing. How you feeling
Yeah.
about Bo Nix?
After this week, pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks like he plays way better pissed off. So I think it's just time to make that cat a little angry and let him go do his thing.
Agreed. I like that they are interviewing because him and Sean Payton had a heated exchange on the sidelines, and they asked him, "Do you see this clip?" They asked him what they said, and Bo Nix is like, "Well, Sean came over to me and told me he loves me, and I replied back that I love you a lot." He's a
Right.
good
No,
guy.
I love it, man. I love the fire. I think as things start off, you never know what you're going to get, and it definitely didn't start off all that well. But to see how he's acting in the pocket and running the offense already, I mean, it's promising.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it shows the kid's passionate about performing, right?
Yeah,
Just wants to do his best. So gotta love him for that.
totally. Now, as you guys are growing, you're looking for new franchisees. What are some attributes of somebody who'd be perfect owner for a Daddy's?
Yeah, I mean, going on that same vein of passion, I think it's you got to have some of that fire in your belly, right? And you have to be willing to we set out high standards for our franchisees to put out the best quality product. I mean, at the end of the day, this is all about delighting the customer. And so, and providing, a great, hospitable experience for everyone. And so, it takes a lot of work kind of in the back end, in the back of the kitchen, the back of house, and to do that and to perform. And so, I think that's kind of one of the key attributes that I look for in folks is, that they've got that fire in their belly to, put forth, their best work and their best effort.
Yeah,
Mhm.
with a new emerging brand, we need business builders, right? We need entrepreneur like folks, people that aren't scared to get their hands dirty, work side by side with the folks in the restaurant. I mean, truly engage with the community. Those are the types of people that are going to have success in this business model. And early and often, while we're posting up store 2, 3, 4, I mean, those are the types of folks we're going to need to align with. So I think
Mhm.
there's plenty of them out there in the Denver metro. We're looking forward to partnering with them. It certainly the product is where it starts, and then when you get into it, to get the product delivered the right way, it takes a process. And man, we've got that dialed in. We just got to see more people coming through those doors and start aligning with some more partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As kind of a restaurateur, and you're looking at these franchise opportunities, how are you balancing kind of dine in, takeout, and the opportunity for maybe drive through
They
Yeah,
catering as well. They have.
catering?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 100%. I mean, we welcome it all. I mean, and it's, it can be complicated, but I think we've done a pretty good job of simplifying it, at least in terms of how we manage it. But some people they just want, their food delivered, and some people want catering and have events and parties and things. And so, we've really, you know, looked at each one of these verticals kind of as a journey. And so like, it's like how do we meet everyone at each waypoint in this journey and kind of to ensure success and to ensure that we are delivering the best product. And um, we've taken a lot of time and effort to make sure that each channel that an order or request comes through, that we're doing our best work getting it out there to satisfy everybody. So yeah, I mean, we absolutely Colorado Springs, actually we're going to be um, Texas, and in Orlando, all have drive-throughs. And so, it's a little bit different business when you look at it, with each of these channels. But, we've taken a lot of great time and effort to, make sure that it's all exceptional, and, no matter how you order from Daddy's.
Awesome. Yeah, that is really great. It looks like there's some updates to the website. The website is looking awesome right now.
Awesome.
We just had some visuals on the screen for the YouTube viewers while you guys were talking through that, and it really does, it does look like the pictures. Not gonna lie.
Awesome. I love to hear that.
It looks exactly like what you're gonna get, and man, everything was good. I think to be a franchise owner, you might need to get through 6 of those super hot tendies
to be part of the qualification process.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd talk a lot about heat challenges on this show because I try to go around and do them at the different spots, and your guys's was definitely. I do worse with the dry heat, like not a sauce. The dry heat just has that more of a bite to me. But we thought everything was delicious, and it was definitely a challenge. If you got any heat junkies listening in, definitely go give this one a try. It was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a traditional Nashville rub that we do on all of the Nashville line. And so if you get the extra hot, it has a little inkling of ghost pepper in there. And so, it surprises people.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sore subject for Tom because he actually ordered a hot chicken sandwich once at that very hottest level and was denied. They told him no.
Well, you know what? That place is out of business now, so I don't know what's wrong with them. They wouldn't let me do it. I was like, I want to try the challenge, and she's like,
I have it on the menu.
Yeah, it's on the menu, and she's like, I really just want you to enjoy your food. I was like, this is what I'm here for.
I'm here for the pain.
Exactly. Yep. Well, they're done.
Nice. I want to give a shout out to Cosette for putting this all together. Thank you so much. Tony, Noah, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we congratulations on your success. We would love to hear how things advance, and I know that next time I'll pass one of those, Colorado Springs, see where they're popping up around the metro area. I'll be hopping in there, getting the extra hot.
Awesome. Yeah,
appreciate that.
We'll have Troy check in from LA. Also, shout out to Jess and Chris as well. They took really great care of us down there. But yeah, I'm excited to see them pop up.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, have a wonderful day, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right. We do too.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
There we go.
Right.
Off to the interwebs.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
There it is.
Okay. Nice. That was awesome.
Yeah. That was great. I can't wait to try it once they're out here.
Yeah, totally.
Really was good stuff. Yeah.
It's cool to see things done the right way. It's the scaling a business right out of the gate is so difficult, and it really does start with like having just like a delicious food, and it was very good.
The rate at which they're scaling is wild. I mean,
no,
absolutely
to
insane.
me. Yeah, like I don't even know how. I don't know. That's such a big operation. It's very cool. Shout out to those guys. All right, friends, let's dive into events. Tom, what do you got on the calendar today?
Here, well, why don't we start with you while I get my events together? But I was just gonna say either at this point or maybe even before the interview there, we'll throw in the recording that we made down at the restaurant. So we'll
slap that on the end of this episode.
Yeah, maybe we'll slap it on at the end. That'll be good. So if you're listening, go ahead and listen till the end to hear our take from our live take from the restaurant as we tried each thing on the item and got way too full.
in all honesty, I was trying to build some credibility about like I'm going to pick this apart just a little bit. I mean, I want to be favorable. I'm excited about people doing new things, and I was like, nah, but you can't just be like, oh, it's so delicious. But it really kind of ended up that like I didn't have much to say.
That's
Except for this is really good. And I should also mention too that like I'm kind of a gluten sensitive guy, and was like, we're gonna bite the bullet and go in. And the chicken and the bread didn't hurt me at all. Like it sat really well. So
Nice.
whatever ingredients you're using, they're using really quality stuff.
I did rub my eye on the drive home.
Oh yeah.
Which was a rookie mistake.
What was your favorite thing? I don't remember. I don't know if you said already. Out of everything you tried.
I think
What do you think, Tom?
I mean, the 303 one, which was the local sandwich, was really good, but I was a fan of the Nashville sandwich.
Okay, the Nashville Daddy.
With the with some daddy sauce. The daddy sauce was also very good.
Yeah, I maybe I'll go with the biscuit. It was a little biscuit.
Yeah.
They're like slider size, so it has like a tendy. It's got melted cheddar and eggs with a strip of bacon on it. Whoa, dude, it was good.
Wow,
it was really good.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm hungry at 9:28 morning.
I know.
Exactly, those biscuits.
And so fun. It's so fun to eat like that. Just I think Tom and I both showed up fasted. We're like, hey, put in work today.
Yeah, we were ready to go.
Cool. I'll dive into some events.
Yeah, go for it, Ryan.
All right. Everything I'm talking about today is free. Okay. So we have my Denver Day block party and happy hour, which is on the 16th Street Mall. After downtown Denver's annual meeting in Skyline Park, celebrate the city at this block party with activations, games, and giveaways. And from the inklings I've heard, they're trying to completely redesign 16th Street Mall, which we all know needs to happen. So maybe they'll have some insights on how that's going to go through at that party. That is tonight, noon to 6 p.m. We have, oh man, darn it. I remember I have to check my email, Tom, when you're doing events, because there was something that I saw last night. Now I have space what it is. Anyway, we've got Mexican ofrendas and music at the Alpine Art Center also today, and that's in Edwards. These are ofrendas are the altars from Day of the Dead. And we've spoken at length about how Mexico is the most amazing human culture on the planet. And the Day of the Dead is like one of my favorites. All of their rituals are so cool. And this is the one where you start to make these altars for the people that have passed, and in that tradition, there's a lot of different nuance to it. And I'm not an expert to speak on it at all, but this is an opportunity you can go down and start building those, with pictures, and you put on the altar what was important to that person, and you think about them and you bring them back into your life during spooky season, which is super cool. Admission is free, but reservations are required. Again, that's tonight, 4:30 in Edwards, Colorado. We have tomorrow night, Where is Denver's Chinatown? And these are stories remembered of the Chinatown that used to live in Denver, or used to exist in Denver. This is at the History Colorado Center on 12th and Broadway. You can check that out. Rhino Talks has a accessibility and art talk on Thursday, where they have some folks who are blind talking about the importance of creating accessibility for the disabled. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but I think that's really cool. And then we have Make Your Vote Gigantic, which is at the Levitt Pavilion on Saturday night. Big Gigantic is hosting a free show with the encouragement for everybody to register and get out and vote. It's only like 4 weeks away. Thank God it'll be over. And that's what I've got. Now, I also want to talk. We have launched a newsletter. And it's only gone out once, but we got about 1,000 people on there. So definitely go to, kitcaster.com/Denver, and you can sign up for the newsletter. And what I'm going to do this week and probably next week is I am going to drop the definitive Halloween spooky events list. And there's probably 40 or 50 things on there.
Whoa.
It's everything you want as far as, you've got Wild Fall at the Zoo. You've got the notorious 13th Floor. You've got Dracula, a feminist revenge fantasy on there. You've got You got Nosferatu with Radiohead on there. You've got the audacious, immersive Frankenstein. There's so much spooky stuff on there. It's insane. So definitely sign up for the newsletter, and we'll be updating that weekly of fun stuff to do in Denver. That's a wrap. Tom, what you got for us?
Sweet. Definitely not going to be recommending the Tim Burton bar on the spooky things
from
today.
last year.
Yeah.
Made that mistake.
So I'll remember that. All right. Yeah, that make your vote gigantic. That's cool. Big Gigantic. They just did their Red Rocks run last weekend, and now free show at Levitt. It's cool to have all these big local DJs down to do stuff to help out the community. All right. One thing that I got, Great American Beer Festival. That's going to be at the Colorado Convention Center. I mean, how much beer could there possibly be? Because the convention center is the biggest place ever. Here, let me get a little visual up for everybody. Yeah, Great American Beer Festival. It's going to be this weekend, the 10th through the 12th. The nation's favorite beer festival and cultural phenomenon is returning. Looks like they got a ton of cool events and things going on. Oh, they're going to have a mechanical bull. Wow.
Nice.
So, yeah, a bunch of local and national breweries, different types of drink pairings. There's going to be food there. I mean, everything you can imagine. Now, the one thing I don't know is how things work. I'm pretty sure you'll just get your day pass. It's looking like $85 or $95, and then you're going to be able to drink whatever you could possibly drink in there. So, let's see.
And there's certain parts of GABF culture too. Like you can't bring food in, but you can wear food. Oh. So people go in there with massive necklaces with pretzels on them. So you can use the pretzels to offset,
the beer.
The ABF, yeah. ABV.
There's going to be breweries and beverages participating, tap rooms as well setting up. I mean, competition. So let's see how the competition's going to work. Professional judge panel awarding gold, silver, bronze medals that are going to be recognized around the world. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty serious one. So I think if you're getting an award here, you're really killing it. So yeah, if you're a beer lover, this is the time to go and get your beer. It's this weekend. You're in the door for $85 on the first day, and then for Saturday and Sunday, I believe it was, you're in there for $95. Or no, sorry, Thursday is the first day, the 10th, $85. Get in the door. Friday and Saturday, $95. Or if you're a real beer lover who's just looking for a bender, $220, and you're good for a 3-day pass. Anyone who's doing that, I want to talk to you.
I love the way, right? Real beer lover looking for a bender.
Yeah. If you're doing the 3-day pass, I want to talk to you Sunday at 5 p.m. Sorry, Saturday. I keep thinking it's Saturday, Sunday. This is only Thursday through Saturday.
Those are the kind of people that show up with a spittoon.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, what? We're tasting."
Yeah.
Tasting this.
Yeah. GABF is so fun.
Yeah, I've never checked out that one. I've been to a couple of the smaller ones, but this looks like the real deal. All right, and then Sunday. Oh, sorry, not only Sunday. They're not good on these posters here, but the 11th through the 13th, the Ringling Brothers, nice. Barnum and Bailey Circus is in Denver. I don't think I've seen them coming through Denver since we started the show, to be honest.
I think you're right, yeah.
But Ringling Brothers Circus, if you're into this kind of stuff, I've always been into stunts, circus, things like that, and these guys do it right. They're presenting the greatest show on earth. It's looking like right now, the tickets for the 13th, which I believe is Sunday, yes. Let's see what ticket prices are looking like. Selling through AXS. Oh, they got resale. Okay, we're going to test the theory on this. if we're looking to get in the building, you know, we got assigned seating here. I'm seeing tickets as low as 42 with fees.
Nice.
Pretty good spots in the up fronts, and then up higher, $36. Okay, now let's go test the theory and see if the resale is cheaper. Oh,
We should ask Olivia because she was in Cirque. She traveled with Cirque. I wonder if there's like a beef between Cirque du Soleil and Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. If there's like circus beef, there's got to be, right?
Oh, there has to be.
yeah, there's definitely some circus beef.
Direct competitors.
Totally. Cirque is like what, French, and then Ringling Brothers like American,
I have
and they're
no idea.
probably all trying to find the flying Italian families.
Yeah. There's only a couple of those families out there.
Exactly. They're all vying for that flying Italian family contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my buddies is deep in the Cirque game. I went to go see his show in Vegas, where they've been for a couple years now, and man, the stuff that they can do over there is really impressive. And the types of people who get into that, like, it really is sometimes like those flying Italian families. Like, it's just a family with 4 built, you know, high flying gymnast sons, and a dad and an uncle who hold a piece of wood on their shoulder, and they friggin' bounce them up a million feet in the air. I mean, it's crazy how people even figure out that they could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go see some circus stuff. It's at the Denver Coliseum, which I don't even know where that is.
Sure you do. That's where the ETH Fest was.
Oh, that's the Denver Coliseum. Oh, it's that's the one built.
It's like across the
side.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not the national, not the stock show venue, but next to that.
Right across I-70 is like the Coliseum, the old school,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
concrete brutalist.
okay. Yeah, you have to walk under that overpass, and that's the Coliseum on that side.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm looking at a picture of the Coliseum. The outside of it, yeah, it definitely looks old.
Yeah, that over in that National Western Complex area with the Coliseum and everything. There's lots going on over there all the time. I just didn't know. I thought that honestly was still part of the National Western Complex. But, and then the last thing I had on here before Red Rocks, we had the Denver Bazaar at Larimer Square. I've never really seen a big event at Larimer Square going on, so I wanted to highlight this one. It's basically just going to be a big market with vendors and stuff. Let me put the little visual. Oh man, sorry. Hopping around. Here we go. Denver Bazaar at Larimer Square. 40 vendors, local fun. It's free admission, of course. I'm sure, I mean, they have tickets, but I'm sure you could probably just walk into Larimer Square for this. But this is a monthly, they're saying, shop and sit market coming through the Larimer Square. 40 local makers. This is going to be every second Sunday from July through October. So this is actually the last one. I'm surprised we haven't seen this recently. So this is your last Denver Bazaar. If you want to come through, free RSVP. There's a huge list of vendors, clothing vendors, looking like some drink vendors and some food vendors as well. So it just seems like a good day to be in Larimer Square. 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's what I have for that one. We'll quickly do Red Rocks. Man, it's hard juggling these multiple screens when I have we got the guest, and we got this, and we got that. Okay, tonight, Meghan Trainor, Timeless Tour. With support from Natasha Bedingfield.
That's wild.
Yeah, wow.
Nice.
So Meghan Trainor, Natasha Bedingfield. Then you have Paul Russell and Chris Olsen on that lineup as well. That's tonight, Tuesday, October 8th. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, Still Woozy. That is cool. Support from Gus Dapperton and Paw Paw Rod. Thursday, Goth Babe. Support from the Aces and Rit Momney. Rit Momney.
Rit Momney.
Yes.
Good one. It's a good one.
And then
That's a good one.
Friday, Alice in Wonderland, Temple of Wonderland. I've seen that a couple times. It's good. Bass.
What is it?
It's bass. Alice in
nice.
Wonderland is a bass DJ and producer. Yeah, not to be confused with Alice in Wonderland. This is Allison
Allison.
Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday, Midland. I don't know too much about this group, but Midland with Jackson Dean and Colby Acuff. Sunday at 9 a.m., Run the Rocks. That does not sound fun. Let's
That's terrible.
Run up and down the rocks as many times
Oh.
for hours.
let's click in. Let's see. The American Lung Association in Colorado proudly offers the only timed race event at the iconic Red Rocks Amphitheater. This unique run-walk challenge combines breathtaking scenery and rock and roll vibe for our 5K and 1.3 mile run/walk. Well-behaved dogs welcome. We will host over 1,500 participants. Wow. Okay. So you run on the park roads and trails, and it concludes with the amphitheater stairs.
Okay.
So
And it's a race?
yeah.
Man, there are going to be some bloody shins.
Oh,
Yeah, that is messed up.
ow.
So you do the trails and the roads around to start off your 5K, and then I guess your last 300 feet is up the stairs, or guess your last 1,000 feet, however many feet it is. That sounds like I'm not gonna go to it.
Yeah.
Just hit up Daddy's Chicken Shack and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
race afterward.
Burn it off.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then Sunday, Coey Wetzel with the Treaty Oak Revival and Colton Moore and the Clever Few. Man. And then after that, it looks like we're pretty much doing bass and dance music until Red Rocks closes in a month or two at the end of November. So,
How long
there's a
does
couple.
Red Rocks close down for?
This is going till oh wait, this is actually, I'm seeing some next season dates already announced. November 15th is the last day of Red Rocks this year. That's going to be with Tiesto. Typically they'll do like one winter show, Winter on the Rocks.
Yeah.
It's like Diplo every time. But
I've been to those. Those are fun. You're like in all your snowboarding gear with like 6 inches of snow. It's cool.
yeah. November 15th, Tiesto, 4-hour DJ set from Tiesto, who is also a Denver guy, lives in Denver. He's not
Really?
he's not from Denver, but he lives here. There's so many DJs who live here. But I mean, we're almost exclusively bass and dance music for the last month or two. T-Pain is sliding in there with Akon and Lil Jon on a Wednesday and a Thursday. We got Dead Mouse, Shawn Mendes, Kids Bop Live is sliding in October. Shaq's Bass All Stars sliding in. Mark Rebier, who's kind of dance music. But yeah, it's Imagine Dragons sliding in. But
Nice.
yeah,
And
other than that, it's all dance for the last month usually. I think that you got to stay warm, you got to be moving.
And then it closes till when, like March, just open up in the spring?
Oh yeah, it'll open back up in the spring. I think typically March or April. I know for sure it's open in April, so March about. That's it over here.
Nice. Dude, while we're talking about Denver Coliseum, it always comes up because there's always good stuff. The powwow's there, the Rock and Gem Mineral Show's there. There's always good stuff there. And I was just remembering the story about this, like there was a biker gang shootout at the Denver Coliseum like 10 years ago.
Whoa.
And the takeaway I remember is that like there was a bunch of shooting and the cops were involved in shooting, and then nobody ever got like arrested. Like whoever got arrested was like released. So that was my vague memory. And then I looked it up, and it did happen. It was well, actually, I don't want to call any of these motorcycle clubs out by name because we all love those motorcycle clubs.
Yeah.
But it was the Colorado Motorcycle Exposition, and these guys started fighting and stabbing each other, and like I think the guy got killed, and then the cops got in a shootout with the bikers.
Oh,
And, yeah,
there was an actual event going on.
yeah, it was it was a bunch of different motorcycle clubs getting together for an exposition, and it got a little out of hand. And I just remembered it because I remember that nobody was arrested or no charges were pressed. And it's interesting to see sometimes that like the relationship between clubs and police officers oftentimes is diplomatic, I think. But it just adds to the lore of that place. There's like so many wild things that have happened over there.
It's like, they're just messing around.
Yeah. Oh, you boys will be the boys.
Let
It's a
'em
little
go.
stabbing and shooting.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Cool.
hilarious.
Let's do highlights. My highlights from the week was watching the Denver Raiders game. Troy, I thought the Raiders showed up for the first quarter. Once Surtain got that pick, it really changed the tone.
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anything positive you could take away for the Raiders from that game. The Broncos, though, Bo Nix, he made some throws.
Yeah.
Like, he was making some throws.
I think there was two highlights. I think that Brock Bowers guy is a stud.
He's great.
He had a giant run. Max Crosby always looks good. I love that guy, man.
Yeah.
He is just the most Raider of all Raiders.
He's a major trash talker, too. Did you see that clip of him yelling at Bo Nix?
Telling Bo Nix to speak up because no one can hear him.
They can't hear you, Bo. They can't hear you. Gotta talk a little louder. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy we're trading away Devonta Adams. I'm behind I'm full tank mode. Like the season's not going anywhere. Like the best we're gonna do is 500. I say let's just clean house, tank. We have a couple nice pieces, Bowers, a couple defensive pieces. Let's get a quarterback next year and start looking at the future. Because yeah, obviously Gardner Minshew. I think Gardner Minshew got benched in this game for performance.
He did. He got benched.
Yeah. So, see, whereas Broncos, they're in a different stage. They've already got their guy. They're on the up and up. We're still about a season or two behind the Broncos as far as developing our future. So with Broncos, they're looking promising 3-2. I mean, they're above 500 right now. That's all you can ask for. So that's awesome.
I agree. Looking forward to it. But, we need the Raiders to be strong because the Chiefs need to be dealt with. Like it needs to be a AFC West communal effort. We need to take the Chiefs to the Coliseum, and show them what's up.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the game last night.
Yeah.
Chiefs, I mean, they're down like 3 of their biggest offensive players, and they're just still cruising. Like, I just don't understand. They just they don't miss a beat.
Dude, that lateral from Kelsey was so sick.
It was.
It's like a 20-yard pass.
We hate them, but we can't help but just secretly admire them.
Was it like 3rd and 32 or something, and they convert it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They made it.
Tom, what was your highlight, buddy?
The bass concert, LSZ, that was definitely pretty sweet. I went on the Saturday night. I didn't end up going the Sunday night. I just I needed some time at home after, but it was great.
Morning event.
Did not do the morning event. No. Some of my friends though, everyone who I went with ended up doing the morning event and then going back for the Sunday night show. So the doors for the morning event I think were 9:30. That started at 10. They did they were saying that it's equivalent to getting like a nice nap in when you do that
sound bath / meditation thing. But no, I didn't do that. And then
I disagree.
they left that. Yeah, I think you leave that around noon, and then you're back at doors for 5:30 for the night show. So you're back and forth with the Red Rocks. I wasn't ready for that, but my friends did it. They said it was great.
Yeah, I knew it had to be a good show. It's only because Tom texted me, was like, dude, it was amazing. You should get tickets. And rarely do I get the second layer of encouragement. Now, I wanted to so bad, but my shoes were already off. And
well, I obviously wanted to go on Sunday, but I didn't really want to go. So I was like, if Ryan says that he's getting tickets, I'll go tonight. But then if not,
nice.
I'm staying home. So I was not upset that you didn't go. So don't worry. I was relaxing. But no, it's really good stuff. I'm sure there'll be a video. They always film and release, Red Rocks video.
Cool. Troy, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, I had a good weekend. I had a buddy come up and visit me. We went to a concert together at the Greek Theater. It was L. Michaels Affair with Freddie Gibbs, and Claro made a surprise appearance. So it was like you got your nice mixture of hip hop and indie music. And the Alchemist was there, who was like
nice.
Yeah, he's a legend in the hip hop community. So that was awesome. And then the next day went to this pho restaurant, which is absolutely incredible. I don't know if you guys are Vietnamese noodle soup fans, but
oh yeah,
I'm gonna butcher the name of it. It's pronounced Teen Hung, so spelled ThienHuong. It's this little hole in the wall in Chinatown, but it's incredible. I might have talked about it on this show before already, but there's literally 6 tables inside. You got to wait a little bit. Sometimes it can be 30 minutes, but it's absolutely incredible.
Nice.
And it's most pho restaurants, if you order a large, it ends up just being he was really good, but he was definitely on one. He was you could tell towards the end he was slurring the words a little bit, but it worked because the band behind him was so good, so technical. L. Michaels Affair, I don't know if you're familiar with them, so they were covering all the songs, so all he had to do was just yell and be there and just be himself, and it was awesome. He on stage, he said he was he's like, yeah, I took a gummy that had mushrooms and MDMA in it, so I'm feeling a little good right now. And yeah, you could tell towards the end that he was definitely feeling the effects of that. But it was awesome. He's hilarious. He was cracking jokes on stage. It was an epic show. The venue is really cool too. I'm a huge fan of outdoor amphitheater vibes.
Yeah, totally, man. They got gummies with MDMA and mushrooms in them now?
Apparently, that's what
these scientists are getting crazy.
Dude.
What he said.
I mean, I don't know. That seems fun for people who want to do it, but it's kind of sketch. What if kids find that candy, The dad in me doesn't like this.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And he's performing to, 20,000 plus people. So, yeah, I don't know.
Insane.
Nice, gentlemen. Well, that was awesome, man. Another shout out to the Chicken Shack. And I think Tom's going to stitch our remote recorded podcast right at the end of this so people can stick around and check that out. It's really good. How far? It's just south on Broadway. You just keep going into Littleton.
Yeah.
And then it's right there. So it's really pretty straight shot coming from Denver or South Denver for sure.
Yeah.
And I just highly recommend checking it out. I mean, if you're a fried chicken guy, which we're kind of in the fried chicken renaissance right now. There are so many different opportunities for fried chicken that I didn't realize you could become a connoisseur of it, but I'm getting there,
Absolutely. Yeah, the different types of sliders, it's a perfect size little slider too. I think the way we did it was a great way to do it. You go down there with a buddy or a couple friends, and then you try, maybe get 2 slider flights, cut them all in half so that everyone could try the different ones. It was a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited to give this clip a listen of you guys trying it. Hopefully there's some ASMR crunching and
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Might need to throw a gate on it. There was some background music. We don't want to get flagged.
Oh,
I think
I hope it's not disgusting. I mean,
just
I don't know. It's like, dang, this is good.
I don't know. But I recorded it with that new, high quality audio setting on the iPhone recorder, so I think it should come out pretty good. Just there was some background music we couldn't get around, so
see if we could remove that.
I think a nice little gate will do it.
Awesome. Well, stick around for that, ladies and gentlemen. To follow the show, go to kitcaster.com/Denver. Sign up for our newsletter. You can subscribe on Spotify, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. We're all over the place. Definitely follow us there. The music is always by Troy Higgins. Thanks for that, sir. And that's it. Check out this little mealtime with Tom and I. Later, y'all.
See ya.